Why, hello, thank you for coming. I see you replied promptly to my invitation. And thank you for being on time. If you arrived too late, or too early, or delayed your reply to my invitation, would have been considered rude. Please come in and let me lead you to my dining room. Here we are. Oh, you're still standing? Please, have a seat. When you sit, make sure not to jam yourself against the table or sit too far away from it. And don't lean or tip your chair over while you're sitting. Here are some tips on utensils. Eat vegetables with a fork as much as possible. Whatever doesn't need to be eaten with a spoon should be eaten with a fork. The knife is to be used very little. It is proper for you to use it to cut your food, but never as a means of conveying the food into your mouth. When you are cutting your meat, do not spread your elbows and keep them close to your side. Try to use your fork with your left hand when eating, or else you'll constantly have to switch between your knife and your fork while you're cutting them. However, some foods, such as fruit or bread, can be eaten with the fingers. You want to break your bread and not cut it. When you drink with your glass, do not elevate your glass like this. Instead, bring your glass perpendicular to you and then elevate it slightly, doing so gently and easily. It looks like the first course is here. If you have gloves on, please take them off. Remember, do not criticize the dishes or the manner of serving them. If it looks like something is in your food, do not make any remark and instead quietly alert the waiter, and he will bring you a new dish. If you dish any food onto your plate, do not put too much food on your plate. It is better to have a second helping than to have too much. Do not use the knife or your fork to help yourself. There'll always be separate serving spoons for those dishes. And if a dish comes near you that you do not like, just pass it on, but do not remark to your partners the reason for your dislike. When the soup arrives, eat it in as quiet of a manner as possible. Do not lift the spoon like this. Do it from the side of the spoon. And under no circumstances raise the plate to your lips. If it is too warm, do not blow on it. Just wait until it cools. When you eat, place bones or fruit seeds on the edge of your plate or on a second plate for that purpose. Never put it on a tablecloth. Always eat quietly and do not chew with your mouth open. Refrain from blowing your nose or picking your teeth at the table. Don't eat too much or you'll seem like a pig. Eat too little and it'll seem rude to your host. Instead, just eat the right amount and make sure you enjoy your meal. While talking to others at the table, do not monopolize the conversation or talk about controversial topics. Also, refrain from reading at the table so you can engage with others. Now that dinner has concluded, let's talk in the parlor for an hour. It's rude to leave right after you eat. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed reviewing some etiquette with me. Have a nice evening.